Some Marvel movies of late seem to just be checking boxes trying to get to Secret Wars and Doomsday. So in this video, we'll look at the last few Marvel movies and see if they've just been biding their time trying to get to Doomsday. But first, please like, subscribe, and share. Anything you can do will really help my channel reach more viewers. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that bell icon so you can get my videos as soon as they drop. Well, Thunderbolts will be releasing this week, and I'm thinking it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, a movie centered around a lot of anti-heroes should be really enjoyable. And I'm sure there will be some level of character development, and of course it's going to introduce Sentry. And then everyone in the theater will walk out really excited, and then in a few weeks, we'll forget about it. And to be honest, that's how it's been for the last few Marvel movies. When I walked out of Captain America: Brave New World, I had really enjoyed it. They introduced the Red Hulk, who was awesome, and then they locked him up. They introduced the leader, who was alright, I guess, and then they locked him up. Afterwards, I made a bunch of videos talking about Captain America: Brave New World, but then slowly, it kind of just faded away. And to be honest, most things in the MCU ended basically where they were before, minus the fact that they said the word adamantium about 10 times. Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, I guess it did connect up Deadpool to the MCU, and it did bring back Hugh Jackman, so those are two positive things. And it was really hilarious. I mean, the first time through. Afterwards, not so much. And to be honest, it really barely affected the MCU overall. SpiderMan: No Way Home. Well, it did bring back all the Spider-Man villains, and then immediately got rid of them. And it did bring back the old Peter Parkers, and then immediately got rid of them. At the end of the day, it really just had Peter losing everything, losing his connections to everything else in the MCU. But other than that, it really didn't affect the greater MCU almost at all. Now, this feeling of everything returning almost to normal at the end of a comic book movie isn't very new, but it seems to have been really embraced by Marvel in the post-Endgame format. And I think in the time period after Endgame, where Marvel has really been spinning along and just hoping to get to something big, it's been pretty bad. And one thing that became pretty obvious to me once they announced Kang Dynasty was that was their big focus. If they could just crawl and get to the Kang Dynasty, then everything would be okay. And of course they had to cancel Kang Dynasty with all the bad things going on with the main actor. But you know what they did? They pivoted quickly and decided to crawl straight towards Avengers Doomsday. Yes, they're running towards Avengers Doomsday just like you're running towards the last day of your work when you can finally go on vacation. Really just plowing through, making sure you check off all the boxes that you can so you don't have to think about it anymore once you get in your car the last day. Marvel feels if they can just get to Avengers Doomsday, then everything will be okay. And maybe Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars will really revitalize the MCU. Frankly, I hope it does. The problem is that they're throwing multi-million-dollar movies at the wall, just making sure that the few checkboxes that they need to get completed stick. If anything else falls off, who cares? And I really just think that's a sad way to run your multi-movie universe. Out of all my examples I just listed before, none of them were bad. But were any of them really all that good in the overall scheme of things? And of course, going forward, I'm hoping things really change with Fantastic Four. They're going to introduce a completely new team, Franklin Richards as well. We might also get our first look at Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom, and hopefully he's absolutely menacing. And that's something we need. Someone huge, someone menacing, someone that can take out this multiverse, which I know is what they've been leading up to with Dr. Doom and Avengers Doomsday. But why do these single character movies or single team movies always have to end right where they began? It feels almost like nothing happens when you watch them. It wouldn't be a horrible thing if they had a bad ending for those teams, or just an ending where they lose. Something doesn't get completely fixed before the end credits. You don't have to save those just for the Avengers movies. Or Marvel could just keep on trucking. They have made a profit on almost all of the movies that I've given examples for. So maybe that's what Thunderbolts will be. Maybe that's what Fantastic Four will be. Introducing some new characters and checking off some boxes. Making sure everything lines up perfectly for their Avengers Doomsday. And honestly, I have a bad feeling. I'm pretty sure I already know which way Marvel's going to lean. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Make sure to click that subscribe button and check out those videos on screen now.